right, another exciting Sunday morning 1FISE.ph community, and welcome to 1FISE.ph podcast. This is Coach JR, your host and your physical education ambassador. In this podcast, we will be talking anything under the sun about physical education, sports, PE, fitness, recreation, dance, health, and wellness. Our objective is to empower more people to be engaged in meaningful physical activity through the inspiring stories of our guests. And of course, ngayong week na to, medyo marami tayong mga gustong i-share sa ating community because we have the following announcement. Number one, of course, we would like to remind everyone that our 2024 National Physical Education will be a couple of weeks ahead now. This will be from June 13 to 14, dito po sa Puerto Princesa, Palawan. And shout out sa ating mga friends in Palawan State University who will be hosting our convention for this year. And of course, if you would like to join face-to-face, of course, our registration is still open and napaka-exciting because this year, more of our empowerment to the community that we will provide a stage sa ating mga teachers, sa ating mga professors to share their expertise in different fields. Kaya po, once again, we're inviting you to join our upcoming 2024 National Physical Education Convention. In addition to that, of course, ito po, hindi ko pwedeng palagpasin na wala tayong podcast episode this week. Kahit super busy si Coach JR in the coming event of the Philippine Floorball Association, the World Floorball Cup Qualifier, the Asia-Oceania Floorball Cup qualifiers na kung saan 8 countries, sige, isa-isahin natin, Japan, South Korea, China, Thailand, Singapore, Philippines, New Zealand, and we also have our Australia, ayan po, no? Japan. Nandiyan na po lahat ang ating mga 8 countries who will be competing to get the tatlong spot to be part of the World Cup this year for the men's in Malmö, Sweden. Kaya naman po sa ating mga PE teachers, students, and of course yung mga sports enthusiasts natin dyan, we would like to invite you this coming May 21 to 25 to witness this international floorball event here in PhilSports Arena, Pasig City. Kaya po iniimbitahan namin kayo. Sana masuportahan natin ang ating men's floorball national team. And of yours truly, kasama po ako sa coaching staff ng team. Kaya naman po, I'm honored to invite and to see you cheering for our national squad. And now we're going to be going straight to our main agenda for this podcast, of course. But before that, we are inviting everyone to like and follow our official Facebook page. That's www.facebook.com/1FISE.ph and our Instagram at 1FISE.ph. No, unti lang ating followers dyan. Kaya po, follow us in Instagram too. Also subscribe, hit the notification bell, and like our videos on YouTube. Search for 1FISE.ph. Take note that we use our YouTube channel to stream our regular podcast episode. Alright, ito po, hindi ko na patatagalin dahil we tried last time but we failed due to internet connection. Pero of course, due to the passion, love ng ating guest para sa araw na to, nandito siya muli para sa araw na ito upang tayo ay bigyan ng storya na mag-inspire sa ating lahat. Okay, sige po, hindi ko na po papatagalin. I would like to introduce our guest for this week in 1FISE.ph podcast, all the way from the island na nakaharap sa Pacific Ocean, Catanduanes pa po, of course. Let's all welcome and pakilala mo na rin ang iyong sarili, of course, Mr. Mark Dalife from Catanduanes State University. Kamusta, Sir Mark?
Hello everyone, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Coach JR. Isang mainit na afternoon po sa inyong lahat. At ako po si Sir Mark Anthony De La Rosa Dalipe from Catanduanes State University and an ambassador of 1FISE.ph. Binabati ko po kayong lahat na mga, especially ating ambassador, no, at lahat pong bumubuo ng 1FISE.ph and the community. So, as what Coach JR said, you are very welcome to join and attend and participate in the upcoming activity at Palawan State University. And today, as your guest, ako po ay papakilala sa amin ni Coach JR. Ako po ay isang teacher from Catanduanes State University. I graduated my master's degree at Bicol University, Legazpi City last 2020. And I am pursuing, ako po ay nagpapakadalubhasa sa larangan ng Physical Education and Sports at Adamson University, Manila. And soon to graduate, hoping po na makakapag-graduate na para
Yes, it
madagdagan
will be.
doctorate dito sa sa larangan ng PN Sports. And yun po. So kumusta po sa inyong lahat? And Coach Jay?
Yes,
Diba?
of course. Sir Mark, thank you for introducing yourself. Siyempre, I've seen how you flourish. I've seen how you dedicate your time and effort to help our community. And of course, saludo tayo dyan sa ganyang effort na ginagawa ng mga kasama natin. All right. So, Sir Mark, of course, this is more about storytelling, no? Mga apat na yung aking na-guest dito sa episode na to. And of course, they have their humble beginnings. But when it's time to talk about Mr. Mark Dalipe, paano ba, no, sa Tagalog na lang kasi mga Filipino naman yung ating mga kasama dito, no? Paano ba nagsimula si Sir Mark Dalipe at paano nagsimula ang karir niya bilang isang PE teacher kung saan na ngayon nandito ka na sa kinatatayuan mo? How did you start your journey to become a PE teacher? Sir,
Nagsimula po yung pagiging PE teacher ko when I was in high school. Lagi po akong taekwondo player and also athletic player. So after that, nung tumungtong ako sa college, kumuha po ako ng kursong MAPE because I know that in this program or in this course, ay makakatulong po talaga sa paglago at pagpapatibay pa or paghuho ng skills and potential dito sa larangan ng sports. And after my graduation, I attended the different seminars and workshops, especially in Arnis. Naalala ko noong last 2019 when I attended the 1-week training doon sa Iloilo. At talaga naman na after that, nung bumalik ako sa Catanduanes State University, I shared that to my students and actually we have our core group sa Arnis so that we can have our performances and training para train ng other athletes dito sa ating university. And aside from that, I also engage in community outreach program na kung saan ay sumasama po ako, even my college days, sumasama po ako sa aking mga professors to have an outreach program in the different community to train students or athletes also. And in different schools na medyo malapit dito sa aming school. Pumupunta kami doon and nagtitrain kami ng mga students in different sports. So that is also one way, community outreach program. And now currently I am a chairperson of the Physical Education Department. In my age 27, sabi ko parang napaka-imposible kasi in my younger age na 27, sabi ko parang hindi ko pa kayang i-handle yung mga kasama ko na almost we are 20 faculty members here in Physical Education Department. So parang sabi ko parang hindi ko kaya. But then this is my 2 years pagiging chairperson of the PE department. Medyo mahirap kasi syempre pag-aaralan mo yung mga different orientations or attitudes ng ating mga kasamahan, but then kinakaya naman natin as a head of the department. And we have a lot of activities na ginagawa sa school in order to promote the health and sports sa ating institution. So yun po. Ngayon ako po ay very inspired and motivated to go beyond in my profession and of course to collaborate with someone or everyone na nasa field natin sa physical education and sports. And I am also willing to share my knowledge and my expertise and also yung willingness ko po to join in different activities just to promote the physical education and sports, especially in our country. So yun po, Coach. Coach, nakamute ka po, Coach. Sorry.
Yeah. I remember, Sir Mark, dun sa sinabi mo kanina, no, that your background really started when you're still high school, no. Napakalaki ng impact ng sports, ng activities na kinabibilangan natin para sa kung nasaan tayo ngayon. And for sure, your involvement, sabi mo nga, taekwondo, even in athletics you join, yun yung nag-inspire or nagbigay sa'yo ng idea, this is a career, this is an opportunity. And nakakatuwa kasi Sir Mark, from you na, sinakwento mo nga na at a very young age, you were given the chance to lead the department. It's an extraordinary opportunity, no? Medyo bata-bata yung binibigyan ng opportunity to lead. But it is not about how young we are, but it's about our capacity. And sabi mo rin, no, na it is really right that when we handle people, we really need to understand where they're coming from. And para mas malaman natin kung saan natin sila tutulungan. Kaya ngayon, Sir Mark, yung susunod na tanong is about how or what kind of leader or how do you empower tong ating mga kasamahan natin sa department so that they will also flourish? Kasi ang goal natin pag leaders for our mga kasamahan na mag-flourish talaga. Ano bang ginagawa mo, Sir Mark, para ma-empower natin yung mga kasama natin?
You know, Coach JR, I believe that to create a positive and effective learning environment, the leadership style ng isang head is very important. So it really plays a crucial role, no? It's very important na it's good na how you manage them, nakikita mo kung ano yung kanilang mga weaknesses and strengths, and kung paano mo bibigyan ng task sila, especially when you have activity na collaborative effort talaga yung ibibigay natin, no? So ako, in my leadership style as a teacher, first of culture, we must have an instructional style kung saan we involve our students, especially no sa classroom management, we involve them in delivering the lesson. Of course, we consider them, at kapag di ba, kapag perform ang ating mga estudyante, we should give them feedback, genuine feedback, na kung saan binibigyan natin sila ng pagkakataon on how to handle, on how to perform in the next performances, mas mapaganda pa nila as a teacher in a classroom. Kapag as a coach naman, ang leadership style ko, coach, is dapat democratic style, no? Kapag democratic style naman, of course, alam natin na we are open for the students or for the athletes to collaborate to them, and of course to involve them in our work. Dapat yung kanilang observation or perception about or kung ano pa yung mai-improve, because as a coach, it's not only tayo yung parang tama, yung parang tayo yung may nakikitang ganito. Ang mga estudyante meron din silang time, no? That's why it's the opportunity to hear their opinions, and yung
Yes,
sa inyo.
tama yan, tama.
So dapat ganun tayo. So that's democratic style. Kapag as a head of the department naman, or as a head of the agency or department, institution, so kapag ikaw ay isang supervisor head, kailangan dapat meron tayong collaborative style. So we should engage,
right,
and we should have an open communication with our colleagues, especially kapag may mga meeting tayo na monthly talaga, nagmi-meeting kami, and yun, binibigay namin kung ano yung mga dapat i-improve ng department, in sa mga students, sa coaching, sa mga sports dito sa school natin. So dapat meron tayong open communication, and of course, as a head, we should value their opinions. It's not only your opinion. You should not only consider your opinion, because it's not good for them na parang nagpa-meeting ka pero ikaw lang naman pala head yung masusunod. May mga ganun silang feedback, no? Oo, tapos na isa pa po, as a head, dapat meron tayong transformational style na dapat as a head, you are motivating them, you are inspiring your colleagues to work. Hindi yung parang ikaw pa yung magiging hadlang to their professional development, to their personal development. For example, meron tayong mga convention, meron tayong mga seminars. So dapat pinapayagan natin yon. Don't think na pag pinayagan mo yon is malalampasan ka because of the makukuha mo. No, it's not. It's not. So dapat iisipin natin na ay makakatulong to sa kanyang professional development. And that colleague will really inspire and motivated to go further, to of course para din makatulong or maka-inspire din siya ng other people or other faculty members to copy kung ano yung nakita. Sabi nga 'di ba, parang sa family or sa loob ng pamilya, kung ano yung nakikita ng mga bata sa magulang ay ina-apply nila yon. So whether it's tama or mali, ganun yung pumapasok sa mga bata. And that is how, as a head of the department or as a head of the family, dapat ganun din yung ipinapakita natin para yung impact na alam natin yun na yung
Ripple
impact,
effect.
oo, may effect talaga na ibibigay echo yan eh. Kasi parang binibigay natin doon, kung ano binibigay natin sa kanila, i-share din nila sa iba. And that is one way para mas magkaroon pa tayo ng maganda at of course, mga motivated na colleagues para sa ating.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, very well said, Sir Mark. You know, gone are the days that the leader is martial law style, no? So, yeah, now that we are in the 21st century, at this day and age, we should live in a community where we empower, uplift the spirit of the people with us. Napakaganda ng sagot mo kasi hindi mo lang sinagot yung tanong about sa mga kasama mo sa department ng mga guro, but you also talk about the students. So, one way or another, student man yan o mga faculty man yan, mga subordinates man natin yan, is that whatever we do to them while we are still leader will remain as the kind of sample that they can use when the time comes that they will be leaders. Kasi syempre, di ba, it's important nowadays that we empower them so that we raise next leader. That is, if we think for the good of the department. Siyempre, panapanahon. It's difficult naman na it's hard no na wala ng pagkakataon yung mga kasama natin na mag-lead. Kaya gusto natin silang bigyan ng pagkakataon na mag-flourish din. Kaya Sir Mark, I just want to say that saludo ako sa iyo because at the very young age you're thinking about those things, that you're giving opportunity yung na ma-uplift yung professional development na mga kasama mo sa department, because whether we like it or not, no, alam mo yan, Sir Mark, we need them for the success of what you want to happen to the department. Kaya good job, and hopefully you will be a much more inspiring leader to your teachers, to the teachers that you handle, and of course sa mga estudyante mo rin. Okay, at this point, Sir Mark naman, punta naman tayo dito sa usapang, no? More of, syempre, ako, I am a living witness how you succeed at a very young age. Sir Mark, now that you're 27, sabi mo 27 ka na, no? Sir Mark, ano na ba yung mga masasabi mong greatest achievement as a PE teacher in your career? And siguro, ano din yung upset mo ngayon, biggest upset mo, and things that you would like to improve in the near future? So we're talking about the greatest success so far and the biggest upset and how you learn from it and how you're gonna be improving. Go ahead, Sir Mark.
Okay, thank you so much, Coach JR. In terms of the different achievements, siguro po ano ba? Ako, ang greatest achievement ko para sa akin, kapag nakikita ko na ang mga estudyante natin is natututo, that is one. Kapag natatransfer natin yung learning sa ating mga estudyante at nakikita naman natin sa kanila, no? So that is one of the achievements na makikita natin and makukonsider para sa akin. And actually, the achievements na yung mga medals and etc., yung sa physical, para sa akin, bonus na lang yun. But the most important thing is, as a leader also, you have to collaborate. And para maging, di ba alam mo, Coach Jay, na kapag ang isang event naging successful, that is the result of the collaborative effort ng bawat isa.
Exactly. Tama ka dyan.
So, ganun yung parang iniisip natin na we should always think positive na dapat ay meron tayong collaboration. It's about communication also na dapat para maging isang successful ang ating ginagawa, kahit ano man yung maliit man yan na task or big event, basta you have that willingness to collaborate and to, of course, to share kung ano yung mga nasa sayo, yun, nagiging achievement natin yun. So that is also one. And ano pa? Ano ba? Siguro yung pagiging kalmado sa lahat ng oras, no, na as a leader po, dapat you have the attributes of the successful leader and successful person and teacher kung ano ka man. And ako talaga personally kapag successful, I consider the things na successful kapag yun na nagawa niyo ng maayos. Whether it's not you but it's the fruit ng
Collaboration.
pagtutulungan o collaboration.
Yeah.
Successful na yun para sa akin. Kaya yun, it's very important, no? And ang akin naman na upsets, ang siguro syempre alam natin na we are in the Philippines and yung gobyerno natin, alam po natin yan. But in some schools, ang isa sa mga naayawan or na parang hindi na motivate yung ating mga teachers, no? Or mga coaches, trainers ay yung funding. Lack of funding.
The common.
Ito yung sabi ko nga parang lubog na ang Pilipinas sa utang. Pero ito po yung syempre as a coach, kapag meron kayong competition, it's very important to consider na dapat meron kayong enough financial kailangan na meron kayo nun. So yun, upset din sa akin yung attitude na nabubuo sa isang athletes, I mean. Ayan, isa pa po yan, no, na naalala ko in one of the past competition in the Bicol region ay talaga naman na kung nakita natin yun, no, sa Facebook na it's not good na nagkakaroon ng ganon. So we are promoting the camaraderie in the sports but and the teamwork also in the sports, but then because of those things na nangyari, no, hindi parang nagkaroon ng clash na hindi pagkakaintindihan yung ating mga athletes. So nag-away-away sila, even the coach, no. Kaya I don't know the whole story pa doon and kung ano na ang doon update, but it's not good na magkaroon ng mga away and magkaroon ng negative attitude in your athletes. So as a coach, dapat ikaw ang tinitingnan nila, so dapat maayos din yung pag-coach mo. So yun, financial constraint and then of course, yun nga, yung no collaboration at all, that is one of the upset na talaga naman na ayoko din na sabi ko, kailangan dapat merong collaboration, teamwork palagi, and dapat palaging happy. So dapat ganun yung happy to serve. And meron tayong initiative, yung bawat isa sa atin dapat merong initiative na mag-ano ng mga bagay, mag-explore and mag-join with this na.
Exactly. Correct.
Diba? So, it's not only na, pag nagko-call yung ganito, that's the time na pupunta ka. So, dapat hindi. Huwag ka nang mag-ano ng call na i-call ka pa. So, dapat meron ka initiative, diba? Na parang,
exactly.
Parang ang ganda na meron nun. May initiative ka, may collaboration and teamwork. Talagang we can have a successful product for this ingredients na kailangan natin. And dapat we should have an attributes, a good attributes. Dapat lahat na magagandang attributes na as a head, as a coach, as a PE teacher, and as a person, kailangan natin meron tayo yun sa puso natin, no? So, one more thing, Coach Jay, yung kanina, no, na how are you going to manage or develop the potential of your student? Kasi we have students na may mga potential. Dito sa aming school, naranasan ko yan na may mga estudyante may potential but wala silang self-confidence. Oo, wala silang confidence na ipakita yun. Sabi ko, why not? Kasi sabi ko may potential ka. Why not? So ang nangyari, I advise these students to join in the Olympics, sa aming mini Olympics. And then, hindi ko namalaya na nakarating na siyang regional and even national. O at estudyante program. So that's one as a coach, dapat we must motivate and inspire this na dapat advise natin sila na they have to believe sa kanilang sarili. So para kasi parang naghihintay sila na parang walang naniniwala sa potential ko, therefore I'm not going to participate. But then you're here as a coach kasi lahat ng mga attributes, sabi ko nga, ando na sa iyo as a coach, dapat parang ina ka ng pamilya. So, dapat
Exactly.
yun. And then, yun makita natin, naka-participate siya sa national. Sa regional, pasok siya sa regional competition, but in national, naging participants din siya. But then, na-try natin doon. And then, kinuha ko yung feedback niya. Nasabi niya, sir, ang gagaling nung mga nasa national team kasi syempre may complete facility unlike na sa amin nasa isla. Pag nagtitrain kami, especially sa swimming and sa Arnis, no, sa swimming halimbawa, yung nakapunta doon na sinabihan kong estudyante, talagang sabi niya, sir, wala tayong swimming pool na ganun kalaking pinagtitriningan nila. Nagtitrining kami sa river or minsan sa ocean, open talaga, na hindi talaga makikita na ando na mismo. Pero nung pumunta doon, talagang nag-enjoy siya and nakita natin na, ganun pala, sir. And yung feedback na nakakatuwa kasi kahit siya na-experience niya yun and may babaunin siyang mga kwento sa kanyang magiging futures. Ganun po. Coach?
Alam mo, napaka-humble naman nung sinabi mo na syempre yung iba they take it literally pag sinabi nating achievement, but sa atin talaga mga teacher, it's always given that our achievement is to see our students na natatransfer natin and they leave even wala na sila sa eskwelahan, no? They leave to be physically active. And of course, yung mga nagiging atleta rin. Kaya tama yun. It's a good achievement to declare to the entire world that our greatest achievement ay yung product natin, which are the students. And on the other side naman, syempre, upset, it's a common. Funding is really all a problem, no? Lalo na syempre, alam naman natin, if we are under the government, the CHED and the DepEd, we really need to follow that's the word bureaucracy, yung talagang kailangan. Ito yung dapat sundin, hindi pwedeng may i-bypass. But I really believe na maraming pwedeng gawin, lalo na sa'yo, sir, kasi napansin ko, whenever there are some opportunities, I really understand and hear yung hinaing ng iba't ibang state universities na hindi daw sila pwede dahil keso ganito, ganyan. Pero yung tinatawag na sariling palo, no? Yung will, yun yung kailangan na maunawaan ng bawat isa sa atin. Sometimes kasi if our institution will declare this process and they say no, wala na. Pero we don't know that there's another way to let them say yes. And that's what we need to embrace. No, the attitude of doing something extraordinary for us to fulfill what we want. Imagine mo nga, Sir Mark, no, na nagpi-PhD ka, na nandiyan ka sa Catanduanes, but still you can make it kahit ang eskwelahan mo nasa Manila. Why? Because online you do something to make it possible because you are willed to get your degree very soon. And with that, Sir Mark, no, makikita natin that yung experience mo, yung sarili mong palo na tinatawag, yung sariling will, those are things na dapat mapakinggan ng ating mga kasama sa ating community, that although we know that you have a process to follow in your school, still there is a way. Hindi lang yan ikaw, Sir Mark, no? Shout out Sir July Barro from Northern Samar. Isa rin siya na usually sasabihin sa kanya minsan to go go here, na no, hindi pwede dahil ganito, ganyan. But he find his own way. He find his own willingness, no, to do do extra effort in order to make things possible. Kaya with that, Sir Mark, I really appreciate your effort, no, and hopefully you can transfer that attitude to your fellow teachers, so that yan na maipapamana mo sa kanila. Breaking the limits, go beyond. Okay, sige, eto na, Sir Mark, last na to. Dahil alam ko Sunday, maybe marami ka pang lakad, no? But the last question, Sir Mark, very short na lang. Ano ba ang iyong long-term goal in this career? And how you think the name Mr. Mark Dalipe from Catanduanes will be a person that can help to elevate and develop the physical education level in the Philippines?
Okay, thank you, Coach. Actually, Coach, I have more future plans in the physical education, in our field. Um, Isa doon yung curriculum development. Isa sa mga problema sa atin sa Pilipinas pagdating sa field ng physical education and sports ay yung pagsaayos ng physical education and sports subjects sa curriculum, content. Ayan no. Kasi may napansin lang ako especially in the senior high school na parang the books no na though it's inspired yung ating curriculum but in the grade 11 and 12 nakita ko yung books doon na ibang nagsusupply na hindi tugma yung mga content. So dapat ano yun, align. And then dapat mag-o-offer tayo for example sa ating mga SUCs no, sa mga nakikinig na teachers na or professors sa ating sa mga SUCs, we are going to offer only kasi may pat-fit na tayong subjects and we are going to offer only the sports na talaga naman na available sa ating school. For example, yung ibang school nag-o-offer ng swimming pero walang swimming pool. May mga ganong tapos yung iba naman walang ibang facility. So dapat mag-offer tayo yun para syempre hindi lang tayo hindi tayo mahirapan, tayong teachers, yung ating mga estudyante, tsaka yung ating administrator, hindi sila mahirapan, of course, di ba? And sa lahat po ng heads, kailangan na nakikita natin kung ano pa yung i-improve ng ating curriculum. So siguro mag-usap-usap, no? Yun yung isa. And gusto kong marinig din na yung parang mga hinaing ng PE teachers sa bawat Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, all over the Philippines, kung ano yung mga problems, and makikita natin yan. So pag-usapan natin on how are we going to improve it. Okay? Like 'di ba magaganda sa ibang lugar, 'di ba 'yun? So sana sa atin ganun din na mas maganda pa yung field ng physical education and sports, curriculum development. Number 2, professional development. So yun nga yung sinasabi ko kay Coach Jay kanina na it's not only ikaw or wag mong isipin na as a head malalamangan ka, but then tulungan natin lahat na magkaroon ng awareness sa physical education and sports and kung paano pa nila. Hindi tayo mag-isip ng eto na yung natutunan ko sa teacher ko. So dito na ako mag-stick. No. Dapat mag-explore pa tayo. Dapat attend more, explore more, maging si Dora, the explorer no na we have that initiative and willingness to explore more opportunities in our lives, 'di ba? Na parang makikita natin. Ako nakikita ko dun sa yung mga sa international halimbawa yung mga sa ibang country na ang PE talaga nila napaka-enjoy, 'di ba? At hindi sila nahihirapan. So sana ganun din sa atin. So professional development. Ang number 3 is yung student wellness. 'Di ba? Student wellness and initiatives na we are providing the students the holistic approach na halimbawa sa lahat ng activities natin sa school, mina-maximize natin. Ini-involve natin yung mga estudyante natin, especially sa amin, pag meron kaming community outreach program, sinasama talaga namin yung mga BPED students namin to join and participate, na sumama talaga para at least pag naging teacher sila, ay ganito pala pag nagkaroon ng coaching, ng training, doon yung sa extension program. So makikita natin, it's Student Wellness Initiative and we are promoting a holistic approach for our students. Next is the community engagement. Yun nga, pumupunta tayo sa ating community. We are tapping our constituents, our community, our partnerships, and partners para mas matulungan natin na may promote ang physical education and sports not only sa ating school but dinadala natin siya sa labas. Especially when we are tapping the LGU, the government, talagang makikita natin with their support talaga naman ang governor namin dito, very supportive siya. So yung mga athlete talagang yung naalala ko nung nanalo sa palarong Bicol sa amin po sa provincial wide level. Nung nanalo yung governor namin, yung naka-first doon, nag-champion, talagang binila niya ng tig-iisang sapatos yung mga athletes noon. Pinapili sila sa SM. So, that is one way para ma-motivate pa ang ating mga athletes and ang ating mga mga athletes to join, mga players to go beyond sa kanilang mga potential and sa kanilang mga sports. And ang last one is yung leadership and mentorship natin na yun nga, as a leader, you should have this different positive attributes as a leader, as a mentor. Dapat meron tayo yun. So sa leadership and mentorship, it's very important. So sabi ko nga kanina, to create a positive and effective learning environment, learning style ng isang coach is very important. It's very crucial. And it really plays a role. So yun.
Mhm.
So yun yung mga future plans na dapat nating nakikita na it's not only for our institution, for ourselves, but we are concerned with our country na kung paano natin mapapaganda pa yun sa physical education and sports sa larangan na yan. So yun po, coach.
Grabe, no? Yung sagot mo talagang pang ano department head, no? Yes, tama
Para
actually.
mag-compare ako.
Yeah, I'm having fun listening to you kasi we really need more like you in our community, Sir Mark. We really need younger, hungry, passionate, dedicated, young potentials who will lead the next generation of Philippine physical education. Kaya I really asked that question kasi para sa akin, itong question na to will define what kind of future we have in our community, in our profession. Maybe you are in the Bicol region, but definitely if we collaborate as one system, kaya nga, napakaganda nitong ginagawa natin, Sir Mark, kasi this is storytelling. We tell the story. And once we tell the story, we build network because you don't know who's watching on you on YouTube. Di naman natin ma-identify. And when we build network, we produce the output that we want to have. Yan ang gusto natin. And what I can say, Sir Mark, is that I really salute you. I really appreciate how you explain to give us the answer dito sa mga tanong na binigay ko sa'yo. And I really look forward to see Catanduanes State University be a
Yeah.
role model school for physical education in the Philippines. Kaya tuloy mo yung continuous involvement mo in any form of organization, in any form of opportunities, because that will not help you. Like what you said, it will help people that believe in you. Okay, yan, Sir Mark. But bago na ang lahat, any last message para sa ating community? Para before we end, I just wanted to give your closing message to them. Go ahead, Sir Mark.
Sorry, coach.
Give your closing message to our viewers ngayon sa ating podcast. Go ahead, Sir Mark.
Okay, to all the PE teachers, have the power to inspire lifelong love of physical activity and instill the important values of your especially your behavior, your sa ating mga coach and dapat love kung ano yung passion you know because it's your mission also. And also continue to expand your knowledge and expertise with the in our field of specialization, the physical education and sports. And of course, you should embrace the different positive attributes or attitudes with as a person, as a teacher. And also yung hunger for learning, dapat meron tayo nun. So, for all of you, dapat meron tayong willingness and be always committed to everything that you are doing and always believe and allow and of course encourage um, your colleagues, your students to give their full potential in everything that they do, and of course, to believe in themselves. Thank you so much,
Yan.
Coach, for inviting me. Napakaganda po ng hapong ito, and of course, ng ating story with regarding with our field, the physical education and sports. So, hoping na inspire ko kayo and hoping na may nakuha kayong learnings no na may apply nyo sa inyong field and sa inyong mga sarili po, sa ating mga estudyante at ating mga katrabaho. Maraming salamat po.
Well, definitely, Sir Mark, thank you for your time dahil ang time na ipinahagi mo ay hindi naman matutumbasan ng kahit ano pa. Ang storyang ito ay magsisilbing inspiration sa ating mga kasama sa ating linya sa physical education sports. And hopefully that we can inspire them so that next time they will be here in this podcast saying, sharing their story. Kaya muli, to all our viewers no for this episode, thank you so much for being with us. Share our podcast episode for this week. community saan man po kayo sa Pilipinas or even abroad, because these stories will help us to be stronger than ever. Once again, this is Coach JR together with our invited guest for this episode, Mr. Mark Dalifre from Catanduanes State University, saying, let's break the limits and go beyond. Magandang umaga po, magandang hapon sa lahat.
Sabi ko last year in Baguio City, OneVise.ph convention is a convention with unconventional approach.
Siyempre, magpapakitang gilas. Ang isang PE teacher, nakita niyo to sa TV. I-welcome natin si Miss Justin Pagsanghan Vicente, ang ating girl on fire!
Again, let's have our break. Let's break the limits and let's go beyond.
Okay, hold, loose, shift. It's gonna look like this.
Kailangan yung practice na yung practice.
So Chuda no Kamai, this is your basic kendo stance. From here, you can again attack or defend easily.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Ayan.
Orienteering is a sport, pero may skill ng land navigation sa orienteering.